What's up guys, Everything Apple Pro here, and I've been so excited about sharing this video with you. Really cool idea. I'm going to show you how to save over $1,000 and get some of the best features from an iPhone X on older devices. Things such as the lock screen, the overall gesture-based controls, the control center, and so much more. All of the buttons and everything. It's actually awesome how much you can get from the iPhone X on older iPhones. And this works on any older device. It's actually kind of ingenious just how well it's made. Now it's called Fluid Enabler, and before you get excited about installing it, you do have to be on a certain firmware. I'll cover that towards the end. I just wanted to show you the features, the aspect of it. It is so dang awesome. So from the get-go on the lock screen, you'll notice I do look like an iPhone X here. It's iPhone X-ified. I've got the swipe up to unlock, the actual buttons, the 3D touch capable shortcuts here, and it does work perfectly. I've got the one for the camera, jumps right in, which is kind of pointless. You can just swipe over and it would probably be faster. Also down here, the home indicators. So now you can just swipe up and unlock your device that way. That is so cool. I love that. So from the lock screen alone, that is really cool. The first time you use it, you'll actually see the little control center icon in the top right, which is a clone from the iPhone. And the cool thing is, this is a direct port from the iPhone X. They took the files from it, modified them slightly, and they're working in the same fashion, the same sync on the older iPhones. And the thing is, it works so well. It is so smooth. I haven't noticed any degradation in performance from the iPhone X to this guy, which is shocking. Usually with ports, I mean, it's a little iffy, not as fast, but this one is. So next up is gestures. You're going to get all the same gestures as you would as on the iPhone X. Things such as opening the app switcher with a simple swipe up and to the right works just as fast. It's super snappy. I love it. Also, my favorite part, the best thing about this is the quick switch down here on the bottom. As you can see, it's super bouncy, works very well, very responsive, and you can easily multitask between your apps just like on the iPhone X. It works so incredibly well here. I don't think you'll even use your home button after this, but of course the option there is still working if you wanted to. So you can quickly jump into the last app with a swipe, and you can use the swipe up to go home feature. So the home button, you don't even need to use it because that itself is so fluid and works very well on this device. So I absolutely love that. You can of course go into the app switcher and then close your apps using the same method. It works just like the iPhone X one. You can swipe up here as well, but if you are within the app switcher, you just swipe up, you'll just go home. It won't close it. So it completely replaces that behavior, and you can change it if you don't want it in the future beta. Right now, there isn't one, and I'll cover that in a second also. So things start to get a little bit more iPhone X-ified from here on out. The control center is now accessed from the top right, as the gestures over here are going to activate the app switcher. So from the top right, you get the control center. It looks just like the iPhone X. It actually brings it down a little bit, so it's a little bit easier to use, not all the way on the bottom, which I like. On the top left will be the notification center. Again, it looks just like the iPhone X here, so that's super neat. Just to give you an idea, some perspective here, it works just like the iPhone X. It's just as fast, just as fluid, switching between apps. As you can see, it is so dang natural on even older devices, and I love that. So going on from here, what else is different just like the iPhone? So the button control has been completely remapped, and again, in a future beta, you will be able to disable certain features that you don't want. For example, the screenshots are now power and volume up. They don't work anymore with the power and home. It just turns your device off. So that can be disabled in a future beta. Right now, it can't. Also, Siri, you now have to hold the power button in order to activate, just like the iPhone X. So you really get some natural iPhone X feedback here with the buttons. It's exactly how it is on the real deal. Also, to turn your device off, it's now power and volume down. So everything changes just like on this guy. And oops, I just hard reset it. So as you can see, I've iPhone X-ified my iPhone 7, and this works on really any iPhone that supports iOS 11.1.2. And the great thing is, it's actually usable. It is so fluid, just as fluid as the real deal, and you might not even be using your home button anymore. That's how great it is. So I would definitely recommend you try it out. And if you wanted to install it, I'll show you how. It's not too difficult, but you guys do have to be on iOS 11.1.2. So this is, again, jailbreaking your device. I would say be very careful unless you really know what you're doing. But if you are on iOS 11.1.2 or lower, not 11.2 or higher, then you can go ahead and install this. In the description, I will leave all three of these things: Electra, files that escaped, and where to download the zip app free. That's from the App Store. So go ahead and jailbreak your device with Electra. Go ahead and run the jailbreak, and then go ahead and install files that escaped and zip app free. Once you've done that, I'll also leave a link to where you need to download this tweak itself. So go on to the top right here, direct to download, and then open in zip app free. So once you've opened it in there, and I've already done that, jump into files that escaped here. All right, then go ahead and click on the little star down here, go to apps manager, and in here, select activate, done, and then go to zip app free. In here, we're gonna go to documents, imported files, and you'll see fluid enabler, which we just downloaded. Go into the main file here through lib, and in SB inject, edit and select both of these files. So go ahead and copy those. Then we're going to jump all the way back until we get to the dash up there on the top. So all the way back. And now that we're in here, we're going to go into USR here, lib, SB inject, and go ahead and select edit and paste, or not edit, just paste the files down here. So I've already done that, they're in there. Once you've got that pasted, it may not work the first time. For some reason, it took me several times to get it pasted in there. Just keep trying, and then turn your device off and turn it back on. Once it's been turned on, then you want to go ahead and run the Electra jailbreak once again. And after this resprings, you'll have this tweak installed on your device. And there you have it, guys. So thanks for watching. Hope you really enjoyed this. I loved this tweak, and there will be so many more coming out now that the iOS 11 jailbreak is practically here. So just wanted to say thank you for everybody that made this possible. This is a great tweak, and I hope to see more features being added, because there is official word on new features coming, but I'd like to see things such as the unlock animation for Face ID being used when Touch ID is used. Also on the inside, I'd like to see the iPhone 10 dock here, maybe tap to wake on older devices. Have this be an all-in-one iPhone 10 conversion for older devices. Also an option maybe to enable the notch if you really want it on older devices, to round the corners on the bottom, give it that iPhone 10 cheap effect, but just for laughs, just to be able to add that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. Peace.